Hi Pisces, welcome to your general reading for the 23rd to the 29th of May. I'm trying to get these down to 10 minutes or less, so I'm just going to jump straight into it. These have already been shuffled. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Pisces, here we go. Three of Pentacles, that's a really nice card. Crossing that, we have the Queen of Swords, also a good card. Near past, Ace of Swords. Near future, Tower. Subconscious, what's going away, Knight of Pentacles, head of the matter, the Crucible, the Test, the Eight of Swords, energy on the bottom, the Hermit. I've been waiting for that to come up in all these readings actually. It's felt very hermity, but it's not been turning up. But there you go. Okay, let's take a quick look at this, then we'll get down to the stuff. So the Three of Pentacles talks about kind of working together. It could be groups of people, or it could be you with your higher self, if you kind of know what I mean, kind of bringing all your energies, your headspace, heart space all together so you're all aligned and balanced. But we've got one pentacle dropping soil on the ground, one dropping seeds, and one pouring water. And what that's doing is it's growing an oak tree. Oak leaves in the tarot are about knowledge. So there's that kind of learning together, earning, learning, working together. But also, you know, it's a long-term philanthropic endeavour. You know, if you plant an oak tree, you're never, in your lifetime, you're never going to sit under the shade of the oak tree you plant. So you're doing it for future generations. So this is long-term thinking. This is synergy. This is working together for something better. And then crossing that, you've got the cold light of day, the Queen of Swords. You know, she's been through the ringer. She's had her heart broken. She knows what that feels like. She's stuck the sword through her hand. You know, and it's about just being just and fair and honest and open. So yeah, great energy to have pretty much anywhere really. It's the minor arcana version of the Justice card, and the minor arcana version is Libra card as well. So being Libra. The other interesting thing about this card is she's got butterflies flying away from her. These are sort of creativity and ideas, and this transforming from larva to butterfly, you know, going from one thing to another. It's near past, really simple. There's been a real kind of there's been a new start, but there's been a real kind of clanging bell in the fog. It's like, that's what I need to be doing, real sort of clarity moment. And then in the near future, I don't know whether that's been triggered by this or not, but that moment of clarity is going to usher in the Tower moment, which is these three here have all got a similar kind of energy, sort of clearing the way. You know, you know what needs to be done. Tower often talks about you've built yourself this beautiful edifice that you live inside of, and you're quite comfortable. And then it's struck by lightning, and there's a fire, and you realise you haven't built a door, so you can't get out. So it sort of burns down things that don't suit you, work for you, benefit you, so you can clear the ground and start again. So while it's quite cathartic, it's a big event that's going to happen. It's a really positive event because it just clears the way for the next thing. Down at the bottom, sorry. This is a subconscious kind of tummy feeling here. Knight of Pentacles. So antlers are tenacity and stamina. So you've got that real tenacious will to get it done. Or if you're in a relationship, you know, the tenacious, you know, driving the relationship forward sort of attitude. And it's good. I mean, she's the most heavily armoured of all the knights. A little bit stoic, a little bit steadfast, a little bit stubborn. So you need to watch that side of the energy. But the good stuff is, you know, she's woefully prepared for this. She knows what's coming up, and kind of sets you up really nicely for the head of the matter. You got the Crucible card here. Crucible is, you know, obviously there's a trial, a test that these swords are being put through. One's already failed. This is you. You're standing tall in this situation. So it's the Eight of Wands. So normally it's a sort of battling away and winning, you know, this immovability and just really being unstoppable, really. Again, in a more traditional Rider-Waite deck, it's a woman bound and she's got 8 swords around her, and there's the tides coming in, and it's a bit woe is me, but that's of your own making. Just you know, if your arms are tied behind you, there's a sword there. Just rub up and down against the sword. Cut yourself free of that. Take the blindfold off. See the picture. See what's going on. But in this deck, it reads as a crucible, as a test, but something you're going to be successful in. And then energy on the bottom of the deck. It's just the Hermit. Hermit's all about. Again, there's something to do with knowledge here. Where was the other knowledge card? The oak leaves. So the Hermit goes away, and this little golden light there is the knowledge that he's trying to find or highlight or get. And it tempers that with, sometimes you just have to go away and go into your own space and just be quiet for a little while, just so you can really think about what's going on. This way you're going to find yourself Temperance. This is how other people see the situation. Four of Swords, time of rest, solace, minor blessing, recuperation, hopes and fears. That's the Queen of Cups. Okay. And finally the outcome, the Empress. Okay. I'm going to temper the Empress as I always do. The Empress is a really good card if you're trying to get pregnant. That's it. I've told you now. So Temperance, this is about this balance. So you've got two sort of balancing cards here. There's something that's going on that requires you, and I think you are able to do this, Pisces. You're required to see both sides. There's a little bit of the sort of feminine intuition here. Not a lot of masculine energy on here. Maybe the Hermit a little bit. So it's something that requires that there's, right, really simply, there's been some sort of new start, and it's been a real kind of, clear ringing bell head moment where you've gone, actually, I need to do this. Working with other people who've started this happening. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be, it's all going to go your way. You expect to be a bit of frisson, and maybe there's a test involved up here. You're going to pass that test successfully because you've already kind of prepared for it. Yeah. So, if you're going to be handling swords, I'm going to put this armor on. So the sword's bash against your armor. So you're kind of prepared, which is really good. Something coming in that's going to be big, it's going to be cathartic, it's going to make a lot of noise, and you're just going to have to reset with this balance again. This is the full-on yin and yang. She's got roses, it's got flowers and swords on either side. Here, the yin and yang symbol, red and white, white and red. It literally is one of the things the tarot talks about, is finding your own balance. And once you're in balance, I'm talking to someone about it today. If you're walking a tightrope, I've never done it myself, by the way, but or you're walking along a plank, there's that little moment where you're in perfect balance, and all of a sudden it feels weightless, and the thing you're walking on seems really wide. Whereas if you're off kilter, you're like, oh, I'm going to fall off the edge, and you overcompensate, and you tip the other way, and then you have to tip the other way, and before long your arms are going up and down, and it's just making it worse. That's what this week's about. It's about you finding that lovely level balance all the way through, which is really nice, because the Four of Swords is talking about, just take a little bit of rest and respite, and go into yourself and do a little bit of thinking about what's going on, underscored by the Hermit here. Very similar cards, these two. But also it's a minor blessing, and the important bit on that is minor. So sometimes it could be, I don't know, wanting a bar of chocolate and finding a bar of chocolate in the fridge, something as simple as that, or having a bit of a rubbish day and your partner or your child coming over and giving you a hug or making you a brew, and it just kind of, you go, oh, that sorted me out right nice. So it's that kind of minor blessing. We're not talking anything big here, just a little bit of something that often goes unseen or unnoticed. You're not going to do that this week. You're going to see those things because they all allow you to balance. So I think you need to find the balance, rebalance a little bit, and then I think it's going to be an absolutely fantastic week. The Queen of Cups, again, yeah, you've got the koi symbol again, the yin and yang down here with the koi carp. She's manifesting angel fish out of this water just to make a crown. And it's someone who is completely in tune with their emotions, so they do get frustrated, and they get angry, and they get cross, and they get happy and they're sad, just like the rest of us, but they're able to understand why they've done that. So they don't just walk around all day going, I'm really cross and I don't know why. They go, I'm really cross and I know why that is, so I'm going to do something about it. I'm really happy, but I appreciate happiness doesn't last forever, so I'm going to enjoy the moment. Yeah, I'm going to find the balance, enjoy the happiness, get over the sadness, put it into context and move on. And then the outcome is this just beautiful, delicious, sensual, attractive, mothering, nurturing, cyclical energy of the Empress. This is, the Empress is really attuned to earth and nature and the cycle of the earth, We sow the seed, it grows into an oak tree. The oak tree provides us with wood for the fire. We then plant, crops, and so it goes on. We sow, we reap, we harvest, and we go round and round again. We're born, we live, we die, and then we're born, we live, we die. And it's that whole cyclical thing. But just it's a really I'm trying to think of this. It's a really satisfied card. This is beautifully done. It's just chillaxing there, just really in control of her own sensuality and sexuality and where she is in the world. Great energy to have, Pisces. A lot of fish in this as well, a lot of fish. Okay, let's have a very quick read because we just hit the 10-minute mark, and I told you I was trying to keep these under 10 minutes. Come on, Steve, get a wriggle on. We've got 3 cards for you here. Yeah, so there's a message that's coming in that's going to be fast action. So something's happening this week. That probably ties into the Tower. So there is a message. It's going to be fast. Make sure you see it. Make sure you read between the lines and find the balance in what's going on. It's going to be a victory. You're going to be victorious in this. This is the Chariot. It's a victory of your own making, though. You're the one steering the victory. No one's handing it to you, and it's not for free. You work at it and you get the victory. And on a slightly... I was going to say sour note, it's not really that bad. This is 10 of Wands. This is just talking about this is the burden card. And all this is saying at the moment is, yeah, you've got this big pile of sticks on your back, but this is I think it's a Hercules beetle. It can carry 100 times its own weight. Someone's getting a free ride. So what if they're getting a free ride? You're able to deal with this, Pisces. You're completely and utterly in control of this week, But once you get that balance found, I think it's going to stay. I was talking about the tightrope. I think you center yourself, you ground yourself very quickly, and you just go through the week on an even keel. And that's a really powerful energy to have for a whole week. Fantastic. Have a really good week, Pisces. I will see you on Sunday for the next one. Take care.